Hi, this is Pastor Brian White, and I want to welcome you to our Advent season devotional. We're reading together a book, All the Good, which we'll use to focus our sermon series, and we have some small group discussions around that and materials on Facebook. Each morning during Advent, we'll have a morning moment with a short scripture for the day. And then in the evening, we'll have an evening meditation with a seasonal song. In addition to that, every Friday, we'll be posting a video meditation. And this meditation is actually the first in that series and will be posted 2 days before Advent starts. So this is kind of a preparatory video, which is appropriate because the theme for this first Sunday is preparing the way for Jesus and preparing for Advent. And so we have to ask ourselves, what does it mean to prepare to welcome Jesus into our lives and welcome the Christmas event? We're focusing this Sunday on John the Baptist, whose message was, prepare the way of the Lord. And so as we prepare for this particular moment, we do want to ask ourselves, what does it mean for us to prepare for this Advent season? A few years ago, the director of our St. Mark's Orchestra, Ed Rowell, had a conversation with me, and he said, Brian, I think you should consider playing in the Indianapolis Brass Choir. I think you would enjoy playing in this group. And my response at that time was, I think I would enjoy playing in the group, but right now I don't enjoy practicing. And so until I am willing to practice, I don't think I can commit to playing in the group because I won't be able to play the music the way it needs to be played in the way that I would enjoy playing it. Now, since then, I have made a commitment to practicing, and I have joined the Indianapolis Brass Choir. But it took a commitment not just to the end result, but to preparing for that end result. Advent is not just a time where we passively spend a few weeks waiting for Christmas to come. It's a time where we are invited to share together in spiritual formational practices, things that John Wesley called acts of piety, and also a time when we let those acts of spiritual formation lead us to discern what God has for us to do. In other words, the things that God is calling us to do, which Wesley called acts of mercy. And so this Advent season, I want to invite you to consider not only what God might be calling you to do, but what you might need to do in order to prepare yourself to receive the message of God's call upon your lives. And so we are in a season of waiting, a season of preparation, but it is not just a passive waiting. We actively seek God through spiritual disciplines like prayer and worship and reading and study. And then in response to the things that God reveals to us through those spiritual formational activities, we then become active as God's agents in the world. So I want to invite you to contemplate where God might be leading you this Advent season and what that might mean for your spiritual life.